Getting on and off the floor is really challenging after a knee replacement. One, because you just don't have the strength quite yet to get on and off the floor. You possibly don't have the flexibility, or you're worried about getting on your knee that has been replaced. You don't want to kneel on it quite yet because it's painful, it's uncomfortable, etc. So in today's video, we're going to go over 3 different ways to get on and off the floor. And you can kind of work around some of the deficits that you have. For instance, if you just don't have good hip flexibility, there might be one of these demonstrations that works for you. If you don't have the knee flexibility quite yet, you can try one of the demonstrations. Also, if you're not comfortable kneeling on your knee quite yet, there will also be a demonstration for you. If you want to learn how to kneel on your knee after a knee replacement, I do have a video about that. So please go check it out. It's on my YouTube. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Samantha Smith. I am a physical therapist that specializes in knee replacements. My YouTube here is dedicated to knee replacement recovery tips and tricks, along with my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, I really need you to join. It is a support group, and I participate in the group a lot too to answer any questions that you have. So please go check it out. I also have a website, succeedcourses.com. I have 4 courses on there for you guys to help you with your recovery. I also have exercise classes to help you with strengthening your legs, stretching, lots of stuff that we're doing on my website, succeedcourses.com. So go check it out if you haven't yet. But let's get into the topic of today's video. I'm going to demonstrate 3 different ways that you can get on and off the floor. So I'm going to demonstrate 4 different ways that you can practice getting on and off the floor. The first 2 ways that I'm going to demonstrate are going to be probably the most common ways. The last 2 are a little bit more challenging for those of you who have a little bit more strength, mobility. You might practice getting on and off the floor those 2 ways, which I will demonstrate at the end here. So first way you're going to do this is, it's called the hands on the knees method. All you're going to do is kind of crawl your hands down your knees, and then you're going to get onto the floor. So it's going to look like this. So my hands are on my knees right here. I'm kind of leaning forward. My hip is bent here. And then we're going to put the hand on the floor just like this. And then you're going to sit on your hip. Okay. So to get off the floor, you do the exact same thing. You just kind of crawl onto your hands, kind of creep your hands back, go up onto your knees, and stand back up. So it looks easy, I know, but it's not easy after a knee replacement. You need a lot of upper body strength and back strength to do this one in particular, and core strength as well. So you're going to want to do some arm exercises for this one. One of them being a push-up or a plank. You can use the wall to do this one. You can use a chair, anything that is sturdy. So all you're going to do, I'm just going to demonstrate, and you're probably wondering why I have so many pillows, which I will explain here in a second. So find a really sturdy chair, because I'm going to need you to lean up against the chair, and you can either hold this position here, work those arm muscles, work the core. This is like a plank type of exercise. Next exercise you're going to do is a push-up. So as you see, the chair is a little bit unsteady. So doing this at the kitchen counter, at the wall, can be a little bit safer. So you're here on a nice sturdy counter or wall, and we're just going to do your push-ups just like this. You're going to need a lot of upper body strength to do this exercise. If you have strong arms, you should be able to do that way, getting on and off the floor fairly easy. The second way I want to demonstrate, and we're going to use the pillows for this second way, is to do a lunge. So most of you have just one knee replaced. If you had both knees replaced, you had a bilateral knee replacement, you probably will need to do the way we just demonstrated, crawling on the floor. If you've had only one knee replaced, you can try this way. This is going to be the most common way. You're going to get into a lunge position. Your replaced knee is going to go forward. We're not going to kneel on the replaced knee because usually it's uncomfortable. My good leg is in the back. We're going to get on the floor just like this. There you go. And then you're going to just kind of fall over to the side. You're going to sit on your hip. Okay. Going to get in this crisscross position. To get back up, you're going to get into that same exact position. My non-replaced knee is in the back. We're going to get up just like this. Use your arms. Bring your arms to your leg here. Need some good balance. Almost fell over. And you're just going to stand back up. So to practice this, if you can't get into that lunge position and get back up fairly easy, you need to practice that. So here's where the pillows come into play. So we're going to stack a couple pillows. You'll need some good thick pillows. So these are like decorative pillows. You can also use couch cushions because those are nice and thick. So we have a stack of pillows here. You're going to need a wall or a chair to hold on to as well. My non-replaced knee, my good leg is in the back, is going to come forward, just like this. So we're getting into this stance here. We're going to go like this. I'm kind of kneeling onto the pillows, and you're going to stand back up. So you're going to master this exercise first so you can get on and off the floor. Hopefully that makes sense. We're practicing a lunge, but it's elevated. You can do this about 10 repetitions. As soon as this becomes easy, and you can do it, let's say with no hands, this feels pretty easy, you're going to take one pillow away. We're going to make the surface lower. Same thing. I want you to practice getting in and out of this lunge position. Okay. 10 repetitions. Maybe you'll stay with these two pillows for a couple days or maybe a week or so until you master this. And then you're going to take this pillow away. Same thing. We're going to get on and off the floor, just like this. Master this. Exercise this movement here. As soon as you do, we're going to take this away. And here we are at the floor, getting on and off the floor. So there's a way that you can progress to getting on and off the floor. Most of you are going to do it with the pillow lunge type of method. There is another way to try this. It's called just kind of crawling on your hands across the floor here. So it's going to look like this. You don't need to put your hands on your knees with this one. You just kind of bend over. You need good hamstring length in the back, good flexibility. And you just crawl forward and you sit on your hip. Same thing getting up. Just like this. Stand back up. For some of you ladies, you have good flexibility of your hamstrings. That way might be really easy for you to do, especially if you don't like getting into this lunge position. Maybe it hurts this knee, you have arthritis in this knee. Getting up and down from this position is too challenging. You're going to try the, fold forward, hands on the floor, crawl those hands forward, sit on your hip, come back up, same exact thing. And stand back up. Okay, so that's the third way that you can try this. One more way, for those of you who have good flexibility, you have good strength, you can do the crisscross applesauce, position here. All you're gonna do is sit down just like this, crisscross applesauce. Same exact thing, standing up, stay in that crisscross position and stand up, okay? It looks easy, I know. I have not had a knee replacement, so it's a lot easier for me than it may be for you. That's a different way that you can try. For those of you who can get in to this crisscross position, you need really good flexibility of your knees and your hips. Here's a hip stretch that you can try. You're going to get in this crisscross position. One leg is going to go out to the side. So we're in this kind of W positioning here. And then all you're going to do is flip the legs over, stretch that hip. Same thing going this way. You're just going to go back and forth. Just like this. We're putting both knees on the ground. Same thing here, both knees on the ground. You might notice one hip is tighter than the other. This stretch usually is not recommended, so please check with your surgeon or your physical therapist before trying this if you've had a hip replacement specifically. So this is a good way to practice to work on the flexibility of your hips, to work on the strength of just standing up like this. You're going to use the pillow method again. So we're going to stack 3 pillows. You might just need 2 pillows, whatever you need. And you're just going to sit on the pillows in this crisscross position, and you're going to practice standing up and down. just like this. You may need, a chair to stabilize yourself. You may need the wall. Just kind of standing up and down. Do 10 repetitions of this until you master it. You're going to take away one pillow. We're making the surface lower. Same thing, get in this crisscross position. Sit down and stand up. Sit down, stand up. So I'm showing you a couple different ways to get on and off the floor. I know some of these may not be appropriate for some of you. Same thing here, we're removing a pillow. Stand up. Very good. This is how you do it, right? So a couple different demonstrations. Choose the one that works best for you. Everybody's going to have their own deficits, their own level of strength that they're working with. Most of you are going to do the lunge method. So you'll need the pillows to kind of practice that lunge position. Make sure you're safe. As always, have somebody close by just in case you can't get off the floor if you are practicing any of these motions. But thank you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post a lot of knee replacement recovery tips and tricks. Look at my Instagram and my TikTok. I have a lot of great videos on there for you as well. If you have any questions, please go to succeedcourses.com and you can contact me at any time. Thank you so much.